They thought they could kidnap my boy with a fake police order. But when I stepped out in uniform, they realized they weren't facing a neighbor. They were facing a U.S. Marine commander. The HOA had been hounding me for months. They hated that my son's pickup basketball hoop stood near the curb. Unapproved structure, they called it. I paid no mind. It wasn't illegal, and my boy needed space to play. But Karen wanted a fight. She dragged the board into it, and then, unbelievably, called in favors from a few shady officers who had no warrant, no paperwork, just intimidation. One bright Saturday, I heard the knock. My son answered, only for two uniformed men to push forward, demanding he come with them. Neighbors froze in their yards as the so-called cops tried to drag a child off my property. My son screamed for me. That was their mistake. I came out in full U.S. Marine Commander uniform. I had just returned from a base exercise. The medals, the rank, the authority, all real. The men froze, suddenly realizing who they were dealing with. I barked one command, sharp and loud. Step away from my son. My voice carried the weight of years of command. Neighbors whipped out phones, recording as the fake show of power dissolved in seconds. Karen stormed down the street, clipboard in hand, screaming, "The HOA has jurisdiction here!" But she didn't get far. I pulled out my phone, direct dialed the sheriff, and within minutes, real deputies rolled in with sirens blaring. The imposters were stripped of their badges on the spot, suspended pending investigation. Karen's face went pale as she realized she had just orchestrated a false police action. The charges? Conspiracy, unlawful detainment, and attempted kidnapping. In court, the recordings played like a movie. The neighborhood heard my son's screams, saw Karen waving her clipboard, and witnessed the imposters crumbling under real interrogation. Verdict? Guilty. Karen faced the biggest fine in HOA history, and the officers lost their careers. My son never forgot that day, but he also never forgot the sight of his dad standing tall, defending him with both the law and the uniform of a Marine commander. The HOA thought they were enforcing rules. Instead, they provoked the one man who had spent his life defending freedom, and this time, freedom was his son.